Hi, welcome back. Mahindra Raj on the island of Koh Tao once again. And it's a very, very beautiful day. It's been sun setting over there. It's been, clear skies, well, blue skies at least, with clouds, a few clouds here and there the whole day. Really interesting and fulfilling day, and hence why I wanted to share this video with you. So I made a couple of videos now and shared them with you. And today, what I really wanted to share with you was something quite a lot of people struggle with. In my opinion, I would call it the balance between persistence and flow, persistence and listening. To what feedback you're getting. You could also say the balance between yin and yang. Yin is the softer approach, yang is the harder approach. The balance between pushing and slowing down, or stopping and listening. That's really what I wanted to talk to you about. But first of all, the progress I've made in the last 5 days of freediving has been massive. I went from having dive times of, on average about 1 minute 45 seconds to today I was doing dive times of 2 minutes 45 seconds. That's a whole 1 minute increase, being able to stay underwater while moving, going deep, and staying down there for 2 minutes 45 seconds. To me, that's big, and I'm very, very happy and very, very fulfilled by the progress I've been making. And then the other bit of progress is obviously how deep I've been. 5 days ago, I would have safely said that I was very comfortable going to 20 meters. I mean, when I say comfortable, I mean I can push, and I could push and go to 30 meters, but like I told in my earlier videos, I shared about how the chest was compressing, the throat was compressing. I was having a bit of a challenge equalizing my ears, but and so 5 days ago, 20 meters was really comfortable to me. I could just do 20 meters several times in a row with very little rest. Now, 30 meters is the standard. So I've actually increased my depth comfort range by 10 meters and dive time comfort range by a whole minute to 2 minutes 45. So that's the progress I've made. And in this whole process, this last 5 days, it's been very interesting journey, because I've had to persevere. I've had challenges. I still have a little bit of that blood come up in my throat after the dive days. So it's just a bit of concern, and I've had to dance with what my body has been giving me, what the environment has been giving me. And this is why I talk about the balance between yin and yang, the balance between push and flow, because it's very important. Sometimes if we push too hard for too long, it's not sustainable, and you'll either burn out or you might really break something, and then you'd be forced with having to take time off. And sometimes if you don't push hard enough, well, then maybe you'd give up too soon, or you'd never ever get there, or the progress will be too slow. So this is the key here. How do you find your own balance? Now, I'm thankful I have several coaches, not just my freediving coaches here, but I also have my personal results coach. And together with all this feedback and different perspectives I get from my coaches, I'm able to gather more information, right? This is the key. You got to gather more information, not just focus on what your own mind is telling you, because your mind's going to tell you a lot of stuff. You're going to have a lot of beliefs. You're going to have a lot of stories, some of which are true, but a lot of which are not true, or maybe not applicable anymore at this current time. Because if you keep holding on to those untrue beliefs, you will seriously limit your performance and progress and results. So you gather information. How do you gather information? Well, have really reliable people to share their expertise with you, maybe. Or have people to challenge your existing belief systems or your thoughts that you're having. And this is where you find the balance, because the more information you have, now you can sit down and go through maybe a systematic process of deducing, okay, which decision should I make? Because there are many decisions you can make. And so, going out every day, free diving, I just had to some days I've had to sit down and just go and close my eyes. And in the morning when I do my morning yoga practice and breathing exercises, I have to sit down and just close and see, okay, what is my body telling me right now? And that's where you learn to flow. You slow down and you listen inside. What is my body giving me right now? What is it telling me right now? Should I rest? How much should I do today? How much should I do today? Now, I can make that decision in the morning, but then when I go out to sea, I'm there in the water, and maybe I do 1 or 2 dives, and maybe there's something else that happens. Well, I can't just stick to my original plan that I had set this morning. I have to take in that new information and now say, okay, go slow down, close my eyes, and listen again to my body. It's like, okay, what is the best thing for my body now? What is the best thing for me now? For my results now? Is it to push a little bit more and to keep going, or to actually stop, go and rest on the boat, maybe not do any more dives? This is the balance, because if you do too much of the push, that might be counterproductive. You might have to take a lot of time off because you might get an injury or something. But if you don't push enough and you flow too much and just always like, oh, no, I don't feel good. Well, then you might never get progress, because you know what? Progress and the results you want, the success you want, is only going to come outside your comfort zone. You don't, when you go to the gym, you don't go and take, depending on how strong you are. But like for me, it would totally not make sense for me to go to the gym and maybe to do a bicep curl. I would not take 5 kilos and do a bicep curl. That would be too easy for me. That muscle won't be stretched, won't be pushed enough. I'd have to do something like maybe 20 kilo barbell I'd have to do. Now my muscle's going to feel, it's going to be uncomfortable, but it's going to grow after the workout is done. All right, so I hope you took away something for this huge key points that I've made today, and you can find a way to apply that into your life. Remember, as always, the whole universe, the whole world is made up of these two opposing forces, right? You got yang, which is the push, and yin, which is the flow. Yang is the harder energy, right? And yin is the softer energy. And your whole life, the whole universe, this whole planet is made up of these two opposing energies. Just look around you. And your job is to find a balance between yin and yang. And sometimes you gotta apply the yang, the harder approach for a while. And then after that, you go back to the flow, the yin approach for a while. All right? I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks a lot for following me on this journey, the Superhuman Project. Keep watching. I'll share more distinctions, realizations, insights I have with you. My name is Raj. Thanks again for dropping by. See you in the next one.